Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Tech 21 Impact Mesh case. Now, this is a case that's designed for your iPhone 5 or 5S. Comes in a wide variety of colors. I've got it in this transparent blue, but it's also available in clear. You can get it in smoke. And then also there is a transparent, almost like a fuchsia or a pink. Now, I've had my eye on this case for a while. It's been sitting at my local Apple store, and I finally bit the bullet on this one. Going to run you about $34.95, at least at the Apple store. And as I crack this open, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about what this thing's made out of. It is a combination of TPU, or thermal plastic material, and then something called D3O. And the D3O material is where you see the orange on the inside here. And the best way I can describe that is D3O is kind of like this really absorbent material. I mean, there's been demonstrations where people have put devices and even their own hand inside of a D3O material, strike it with a hammer, and they're fine. They don't even feel the impact because this stuff is so absorbent. It's kind of crazy. Now let's go ahead and pop the phone into it. Buttons first, of course, and I do want to call this out. So if you've got a screen shield, you really got to be careful with this one because it is going to potentially bubble it up. I've got a screen shield that runs about 0.12 millimeters. And it will bubble up my screen shield sometimes, especially depending on how I put this thing on and how it seats into place. So if you don't have a screen shield, you're not going to have to worry about it. But if you do, you might run into an issue with it. Now, I'll tell you, let's go ahead and see how much this thing weighs because I've already weighed my iPhone 5S. It comes in right at 4 ounces. And with this case on, we're talking about 0.8 ounces. So it's not incredibly heavy, approaching the 1 ounce area, but not too bad. Here's what it's looking like on the front side. There's definitely a lay on the table design that you get with this. Again, may not play nice with screen shields, as I've seen some bubbling. Down below, I've got separate cutouts for everything I need access to. If you've got an oversized connector for your headphone jack, you're going to run into an issue there, but otherwise everything looks good. And you might run into an issue if you've got an oversized connector for the Lightning connector or any of those kind of adapters that Apple sells. Same thing goes with docking. Now, I will also mention, again, on this 1, 2, 3 cutout, I did see that my clear case at Apple just was one big long one. So while you can tug this down, it's not very easy to do on the ones that are 1, 2, 3. But if you get the one that's straight across, it's a little bit easier to pull down. Here's this side, and you can see that D3O material on the inside. It is more pronounced on your clear. I mean, you can really see the orange. Button coverage up along the top as well as along the side. While these buttons do mute the tactile feel a little bit, it's nothing too terrible, I would say, and it doesn't feel like a chore to press these, so it's not that bad, but definitely it mutes it a little bit. There's our mute switch right here. You can flick it with pretty much ease, no problem there. And then you've got your D3O branding right there on the inside. And then as we take a look at the back side, it is pretty transparent. You've got some Tech 21 branding. This is going to show some fingerprinting, especially in your darker colors. There's your camera cutout lined in black. It's pretty big, so you're not going to have to worry about whiteout or washout in photos or videos or anything like that when that LED flash is firing off. And it adds a little bit of width to your phone too. But, you know, this is a highly protective case. If you drop it, the D3O material is really going to absorb that shock quite well. And it's a different look and it's a different feel. And, you know, if you're going for your traditional iPhone 5, 5S look, this may not be for you. Of course, there are some different colors. That smoky color really kind of plays well with the champagne gold of the iPhone 5S, but it's a definite feel, that's for sure. But it is going to provide you pretty good protection without adding too much bulk. So it's the Tech 21 Impact Mesh. This one's going to get my 4 out of 5. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, please feel free to let me know. Better yet, hit me up on Twitter at Metagamers, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.